talking about, I think these are the number ninth or eighth something. So that is next part we are talking about sexual mode of reproduction with respect to green algae, brown algae, and the red algae. And write down the title, that is sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction. Okay. I hope you remember when we talk about the kingdom of fungi, we already discussed about three basic sexual reproduction: isogamous, anisogamous, and the oogamous, right? So we are just enlist the name here. Under the sexual mode of reproduction, under the green algae, under the chlorophyceae, isogamous sexual mode of reproduction is present, and isogamous mode of reproduction. These are the main mode of reproduction, major, right? Isogamous. And what is the meaning of isogamous? Morphologically similar gametes. Number second, again under the green algae, unisogamous mode of reproduction also present. In some example, we can observe that there is a presence of this unisogamous, and as well as advanced one, that is oogamous mode of reproduction also present in case of this green algae. So under the oogamous, we are taking the example because question it is coming from the most advanced point. One example, that is volvox, also called as the rolling alga, and the another example, Chara, multicellular sex organ. These are the jacketed, also called as this stone wort, because body these are the covered with the calcium carbonate. So these are the two examples which those are the showing isogamous type of sexual reproduction, volvox and the Chara, right? And which is the most common isogamous condition. These are the most common with respect to green algae. Now, when we are talking about in case of this bryophyta, same condition hoga. These are the present of this isogamous, as well as there is a presence of this unisogamous, and the third one, there is a presence of this oogamous. So all these three types of sexual reproduction present in case of the brown algae. And under this point, under the oogamous, which is the most advanced, we are taking one example, fucus. Okay, fucus. So one point, one example with respect to most advanced sexual mode of reproduction, that is fucus. Got it? Now, one change with respect to red algae. In case of this red algae, first type, that is isogamous as well as the unisogamous, these two types, these are the totally absent. Isogamous as well as the unisogamous, both these two types, these are the totally absent. But there is a presence of most advanced sexual mode of reproduction, that is oogamous. So which one is the present? Oogamous mode of reproduction. These are the present in case of this red algae. So first one, that is isogamous condition as well as the unisogamous condition. Both these are the totally absent with respect to red algae. Got it? This point is clear, everyone? Yes or no? This point is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now with this sexual mode of reproduction, we cover entire part about the differentiation between green algae, brown algae, as well as the red algae. Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae, and the Rhodophyceae. Got it? Okay. So please complete your chart. Draw one line. This part is over. Differentiation part is over. Done? Okay. Chalo. Next part, economic importance. Last point. Write down new point. We are talking about economic importance.
Ma'am, scroll up a little bit.
1 minute. Economic importance. And first of all, we are talking about economic importance with respect to green algae, Chlorophyceae. Check.
Okay, done, ma'am.
Done? Okay, chalo. So yeah, so first of all, we are talking about economic importance of the green algae, economic importance. So one by one, we are talking about importance with respect to example. First example we are talking about Alva. So first one, we are taking the first example, that is alva. Alva basically it is used as a salad. सैलेड की तरह यूज करेंगे इसको. As a salad.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I got disconnected after sexual reproduction. This is now the economic importance.
Economic importance of green algae.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Economic
you,
importance
ma'am.
of green algae. First of all, huh?
Ma'am, in red alga only oogamous is present, right?
Only oogamous is present. Iso and the uniso, both these are the absent.
Okay, ma'am. We are done. Thank you, ma'am.
Chalo. So we are talking about alva. In case of this alva presence of, it is used as a food. Salad ki tarah use kar rahe, right? Another example we are talking about, very much common, and this example already asked in previous examination, that is chlorella. Okay, chlorella. Chlorella basically, these are the used as a protein food. These are used as a protein food. I hope you remember we already discussed about chlorella basically. These are the also called as the space alga. So that chlorella, these are also called as the space alga. Chlorella, these are also called as the space alga. And why these are called as the space alga? Because it is used by the space travelers. Used by space travelers. Okay, so that's why the chlorella, these are the protein food, protein rich source, and as well as these are the also used by the space travelers, spaceship. So now because now what happened, these are the actually algae. When you convert it into dry form, now these are the rich source of the food because it is a protein rich, right? And this protein rich, sometimes these are the protein rich, that's why it is also called as the SCP. And SCP nothing but that is single cell protein. SCP, single cell protein. SCP. So protein food, and sometimes these are also called as the SCP. So what is the SCP and what is the other example for the SCP? We discuss in 12th standard. So these are the two examples with respect to economic importance. One is alva and the another one that is chlorella. And one question chlorella already asked. Yeah, so this part is over. This part is over.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, number second, economic importance of brown algae. Economic importance of brown algae. Okay, economic importance. Now, in this condition, first of all, we are taking by sources with example because it has the very large category. So, first of all, we are talking about one economic importance used as a food. So, under the food, you just mentioned the examples. First one, laminaria. Laminaria, these are used as a food. As well as second example, sargassum. Sargassum, laminaria and both sargassum, they are used as a food. And as well as that is what we say, we already discussed about the kelp condition, kelps. So that kelps nothing but macrocystis. Approximately up to 100-meter length is present. So such type of this large giant brown algae, simply it is called as the macrocystis. So macrocystis, laminaria, sargassum, we can use as a food. First example. Second one, we are talking about source of iron, or sorry, source of iodine. Source of iodine. So you have to remember two examples. Number one, that is fucus, and the again repeat name, that is laminaria. So fucus and the laminaria, these are the source of iodine. Now next one, third example, that is source of potassium. Potassium source. In case of this potassium source, example, macrocystis. So if you see, we have to remember just only 4 to 5 examples. उतने ही याद रखने, because this question, this example, they are showing repetition. If you read the module, you will get the n number of the examples. No need to remember all example. उतना ही करना जितने previous exam में आके गए in options. Okay, and mostly which those are the mentioned in your NCERT. No need to read each and every example. No need to remember each and every example. Now, so 4 iodine source and the next one, that is potassium. So all these are the source with respect to food. Now we are taking another example who has the medicine use, medicine. So we are talking about that is used as a medicinal use. In this medicinal use, basically we are talking about one example. I think these are not mentioned in your NCERT, but we are mentioning this example. One example, that is Durvalli. Durvalli. Durvalli, basically these are the responsible for removal of the swelling. Means it can reduce the swelling. So such type of this one medicine, that medicine called as the Durvalli. Now, next example, we are talking about.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Huh?
Ma'am, just now you said something. I couldn't hear it clearly.
Actually, it's reduce the swelling. Swelling.
Yeah, you said it about
the Durvalli medicine.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. So next part, we are talking about one question which is already asked in previous examination with respect to alginic acid. Yeah. So one question with respect to alginic acid. Alginic acid, basically it is obtained from kelps. It's obtained from the kelp. So we are taking what is the uses of that alginic acid. So functions of this alginic acid. Alginic acid, which is obtained from the kelps, basically it is used as a emulsifier. So first function, it is used as a emulsifier. First one. Number second, it is used as a flame resistance during the plastic making. These are the flame resistance. During plastic making. Because you know that plastic basically it is having the high burning property, but some plastic they are showing the resistance property. And why these are having the resistance property? Because of addition of this alginic acid, which is obtained from the brown algae. More specific, it is obtained from the kelps. Got it? Yeah. These are the some economic importance of the kelps. And more specifically, we are talking about one product, that is alginic acid, and these alginic acid function, these are the used as an emulsifier, and as well as it is showing the resistance activity, flame resistance activity during the plastic making. Yeah, so this point is clear. This point is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, chalo. So all these are the economic importance with respect to brown algae. Last point, economic importance of red algae. Should I continue? Should I continue?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, chalo. Last point. Economic importance of red algae. In case of this economics importance with respect to red algae, first of all, we are talking about as a food source. Under the food source, number one example, Porphyra, first one. And the second example, which is already asked in examination, I think in AIPMT, that is chondrus. Chondrus. Chondrus, common name, these are also called as the moss. More specifically, it is also called as the Irish moss. Irish moss. So one question which is already asked with respect to chondrus. Chondrus also called as the Irish moss. Mosses basically these are the part of the bryophyta. But now what happened? There is some what we say there is some accidental history about this discovery. That's why it is called as the Irish moss. We are not taking that history part. Simple question. If they ask chondrus, these are also called as the Irish moss. Now, next part we are talking about some material which is used as a thickening agent in bakery products, during the plant tissue culture, during the microbial culture, and sometimes it is used during the DNA RNA protein isolation estimation program. So we are taking some important point, and you must say these are the neat favorite part also. And under this point, we are taking some example with respect to phycocolloids. Phycocolloids. And what is the meaning of phycocolloids? Tell me, what is the meaning of phycocolloids? We discussed this part. Phycocolloids means what? Hydrocolloids means what? Hydrocolloids means what, Sam? Sorry, Isham. What is meaning of hydrocolloid? What is meaning of hydrocolloid? हमने देखा है ना hydrocolloid और phycocolloid.
Substances having good water holding capacity.
Good water holding capacity, right? Yes. So hydrocolloid means what? Good water holding capacity. Similarly, we are talking about that is phycocolloid. Phycocolloid nothing but it has the good water holding capacity. That's why it's prevent from drying the body. So phycocolloid का मतलब भी same ही है. That is good water holding capacity. Good water holding capacity. So it can easily avoid body drying or drying of body. Okay, simply it is called as the phycocolloid. So under the phycocolloid material, first of all, we are taking few examples. I think we already mentioned this name like agar, carrageenan. So, but we are taking some detailed information with respect to economic importance. Under the phycocolloid category means these are the some kind of the material who has the good water holding capacity and they avoid the drying. So ultimately, first example of phycocolloid material, that is agar. First example we are talking about agar. Agar basically we already discussed. Agar basically it is obtained from the two types of the red algae, that is number one Chelidium and the another example Glacilaria. Neat favorite question. Gelidium and the Glacilaria. These are the two examples of the red algae where we obtain agar. Normally what happen? This red algae इसको harvest करेंगे, dry it, purified it, and once it is get purified, it is converted into white color powder. And when that white color powder you add inside the water, and when you boil that water, so ultimately that water which is present in liquid form, slowly it is converted into gel form, right? Such type of this material, these are called as the agar. And what is these are the uses? When we are talking about use of this agar, basically agar used as a thickening agent or thickening agent. Used as a thickening agent in bakery products. Yeah. in bakery products. Sometime. Now next condition, whenever we are talking about second application with respect to that agar powder. So this agar powder, it is used in PTC. What is the meaning of PTC? PTC, plant tissue culture. PTC, plant tissue culture. Okay. Another condition we are talking about, that is these are the also used in bacterial culture. For example, if you want to grow a E. coli bacteria in a lab, so how you can grow? You have to provide a carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, सारे food के sources देना पड़ेगा, and now you require some substratum. So that substratum nothing but these are the gel, nothing but we are talking about these are the gel medium, agar medium, and inside that medium you can add all the nutrients, like you can add the carbon source, hydrogen source, oxygen, सब कुछ आप उसको add कर सकते हो. But now what happened? They required some substratum. So sometimes it is used in a bacterial culture, right? So these are some application with respect to agar powder, and as well as it is also used in some molecular estimations. Molecular estimations like DNA, RNA, protein isolation with the help of agar. DNA, RNA, protein isolation. So whatever we are talking about bacterial culture, plant tissue culture, and molecular estimation, all these are the part we'll study in detail in 12th standard. Okay, but just remember, ये कुछ jelly की तरह structure है. It's a something when you boil it, agar powder, when you boil it with water, so now that powder form slowly it is converted into gel form. Jelly, just imagine the jelly, right? Simply होता है. Now what happened? That jelly is act as a substratum. So inside that jelly, when you boil it, you can add the different nutrients, and you can easily grow plant, you can easily grow any bacteria, and even for isolation of molecule like DNA, RNA isolation, protein isolation, that time also you have to run the agarose gel electrophoresis technique, agarose gel electrophoresis technique. During that technique, you have to use the agar powder. More purified form agar, usko kaha jata hai agarose, agar. So ये हम सारा 12th में देखेंगे, not now, but just remember it is used as a thickening agent. That's it. Got it? Yeah. So this part is done. Coding. Okay. So these are the first function with respect to agar. Now second example, ये था first example. Second example we are talking about carrageenan. Second example, carrageenan. In case of this carrageenan, you have to remember one example. We are taking one example, that is Irish moss. Just we discussed Irish moss, chondrus. And what is the function? Again, that chondrus, Irish moss, it is used as a emulsifier, as well as it is used for finishing of leather products. Finishing of leather products. So again, these are the economic importance with respect to carrageenan, also called as the chondrus, used as the emulsifier, and as well as we can use as a finishing for the finishing of the leather products. And the last third material, phycocolloid material, that is Funori. Third one. And basically whenever we are talking about that is Funori basically it is act as a glue, or it is act as a some adhesive material. ये glue की तरह use होता है. That is material nothing but we are talking about that is Funori material. Chalo. So these are the three important part with respect to red algae. Number one, that is agar. Number second, that is carrageenan, and the number third, that is Funori. Yeah, got it? This point is clear. Done. Okay, chalo. So now these are the economic importance with respect to green algae, brown algae, as well as the what we say, that is red algae. So is this any doubt from the economic importance? Is this any doubt? Is this any doubt? Okay. So now we are taking one interesting part. Haram, you have to share an image for this. Okay. Yeah. So now I'm taking some interesting part with respect to sargassum. Tell me, sargassum में किसका part है? Sargassum these are the part of green algae, brown algae, or red algae. Malakai, tell me, sargassum these are the part of which algae? Yes, these are the brown algae. So we are taking one specific condition with respect to sargassum. हाँ, so हमने अभी देखा sargassum it is used as a food, but now sargassum these are the genus, and now we are talking about one particular species, that is sargassum flutum. Sargassum flutum. Okay. Now what happened? This sargassum flutum it has some very specific property. Normally what happen whenever we are talking about a brown algae, अब हमने डायग्राम भी ड्रॉ किया था, रिमेंबर हमने वहां पे देखा था जो बेस होता है उसको कहा जाता है होल्ड फास्ट. Now again there is a steep region, and now there is a region of the frond, leaf-like structure. But that sargassum flutum, these are the one species of the brown algae. यहाँ पे लिख देते हैं हम. These are the brown algae. These are the species of the one brown algae who lack the hold fast. So in this property, in this condition, hold fast, it is absent. First condition. So now tell me, if hold fast is absent, it means that sargassum flutum cannot hold any substratum. So such type of this flutum species, these are the free floating alga. So hold fast absent hai. So what we say, these are the free floating brown alga. These are the free floating brown alga. Why? Because hold fast, who hold the substratum, this part is absent. Now इसका थोड़ा drawback है. What is the drawback? Definitely free floating means it can float anywhere according to their water flow. So we are talking about sargassum sea. So Haram, please share me image for the sargassum sea. So during the in Atlantic Ocean, towards this North Atlantic Ocean, one area these are called as the Gulf weed. एक area है sea का जिसको कहा जाता है Gulf weed. And why these are called as the Gulf weed? Because movement of boat, movement of ship, it is totally absent in that area, because that water area it is totally covered with the sargassum flutum. And you know that sargassum flutum means we are talking about brown algae. Brown algae means what? Who having the giant size, approximately 100 meter. So it is very difficult, and these are the free floating. So it is very difficult for the movement of boat, movement of the ship. So we are talking about example to understand what is the problem with respect to that sargassum flutum. एक तो free floating है. So we are talking about such sargassum flutum. I'm writing just S flutum, okay? S for the sargassum. So this sargassum flutum spread over North Atlantic Ocean. Spread over the Atlantic Ocean. It will be spread over the North Atlantic Ocean. And now what happened? All this spreading, it is commonly called as the Gulf weed. This flutum at that particular area, because it is showing the spreading, simply these are called as the Gulf weed. And what is the main function? These Gulf weed basically inhibit boat movement, ship movement. It's inhibit boat movement or the ship movement. हाँ हेरम ट्रू. Wait, I'll also share the image. मुझे दूसरा चाहिए था. So you just cover this part. First of all, I share the image so we'll get the understand.
Ma'am, S Pluton is the example of sargassum.
हाँ, S for the sargassum. Sargassum Pluton. एक मिनट, I'm sharing the images. ठीक है. So just wait. So first of all, we are complete this part. We are talking about Sargassum Pluton. Sargassum Pluton क्या है? Sargassum basically these are the brown algae. We are talking about a specific species that is Pluton. These species they lack the holdfast, so that's why such type of this Pluton species these are the free floating brown algae. To explain this Pluton, we are taking one example where these are the present. Best example basically these are the freely floating. So कहीं पे भी जा सकता है. So we are talking about one specific area, North Atlantic Ocean. Inside this North Atlantic Ocean, these are also called as the Gulf weed. किसको कहा जाता है? Pluton, Sargassum Pluton, also called as the Gulf weed. And why these are called as the Gulf weed? Because they inhibit the boat movement, they inhibit the ship movement, right? And such type of the sea, those are the present in North Atlantic Ocean. These are called as Sargasso Sea. These are called as Sargasso Sea. So I'm sharing the images. Sargasso Sea, where Pluton, Sargassum Pluton species are present. Just check the chat box. One images you can see. Yeah. So there is a one swimmer try to remove all that what we say that is free floating Pluton because it is spread everywhere. And in second species you can see how it is spread all over the water body because it's a brown algae. It is having a large size, right? So it is very difficult for the movement of the boat. So जहाँ पे वो area है, that area where that all Pluton species they get spread in North Atlantic Ocean. So that North Atlantic Ocean, these are also called as the Sargasso Sea. Okay, these are also called as the Sargasso Sea. हाँ हेरम, true. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Who is laughing? What happened? This part is clear, everyone. What is the meaning of the Sargasso Sea? Sargasso Sea, these are the area in North Atlantic Ocean where Sargassum Pluton species is present, and due to presence of that species, it inhibit boat movement, it inhibit ship movement. Got it? This part is over, everyone. Okay, yes. Chalo. Done? So next part we are taking more specific example with respect to see differentiation part is over. Now we are taking some special conditions. Like जैसे हमने किंगडम मोनेरा में भी देखा था, we discuss about the some special condition with respect to blue green algae, with respect to mycoplasm. Similarly, here we are talking about some special condition And first of all, we are talking about first special condition, Chlamydomonas. So first of all, we are talking about life cycle, first special condition, life cycle of Chlamydomonas. Remember this thing when we discuss about the kingdom, plant biological classification, 5 kingdom classification system. At that point, we already discussed Chlamydomonas. Basically, these are the dual organism. Okay, but please remember when we talk about plant kingdom, Chlamydomonas, these are the example of the green algae. So we should remember Chlamydomonas under the point green algae. अगर वहां पे मेंशन किया हुआ है स्पेसिफिकली dual organism, if word is present dual, so that time you have to consider Chlamydomonas. These are the having plant as well as the animal, combination of both, dual organism. But if there is no any information available with respect to dual organism, you have to remember these are the Chlamydomonas part of green algae. Got it? This point is clear, everyone? This point is clear? Okay. Yeah, should I continue? Okay, Sham. Chalo. So now we are talking about first of all with respect to Chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas, basically these are the unicellular green alga. First point. These are unicellular motile green alga. Okay. Now whenever we are talking about where these are the present, so definitely it is present in fresh water as well as it is present in marine water. Motile hai. First of all, these are the motile. Another condition, whenever we are talking about, it has the chloroplast. So we are taking some question point. Directly we are talking about some question point. So green hai, it means that it is consist of the organelle. That organelle nothing but we are talking about chloroplast. And chloroplast, basically these are the cup shape. Shape of the chloroplast, that is cup shape. Okay. Now, whenever we are talking about the typical structure, in case of that sexual mode of reproduction, definitely it will be showing the sexual mode of reproduction. And this Chlamydomonas, it will be showing two types of this mode of sexual reproduction, maybe isogamous or sometimes it is maybe entered into unisogamous. So next part we are talking about with respect to sexual reproduction. So under the sexual mode of reproduction, whenever we are talking about the green algae, I hope you remember we already discussed about isogamous. These are the most common part, isogamous. But Chlamydomonas, these are the species, those are the showing the all three types of this mode of sexual reproduction. Means they are showing isogamous as well as they are showing the unisogamous, and as well as these are showing oogamous. So all these three types of mode of reproduction, these are the associated with the structure, associated with the example, that is Chlamydomonas. So Chlamydomonas, it is a very common example. Those are showing the three types of mode of reproduction: isogamous, unisogamous, as well as the oogamous. Got it?
Ma'am, please zoom out.
Actually, these are the only place. Means we just started life cycle of Chlamydomonas. What you want? You want previous one,
Ma'am, I
Tanmay?
lost. Yeah.
Sanika, just take this screenshot of your notebook and share in chat box. It's click a photo. Yeah, chalo. So now these are the some information with respect to Chlamydomonas. Next part, whenever we are talking about about the sexual. Now we are talking about next type, asexual mode of reproduction. Asexual mode of reproduction. Asexual. Whenever we are talking about the asexual mode of reproduction, in this condition, we just discussed it has the motile. Motile होगा मतलब क्या form करेगा? First one, they can form a zoospore. Zoospore present. Okay. Number second, sometimes they lack the flagella. Flagella get lost. So as well as they can form a aplanospore. They can form a aplanospore. And what is the meaning of this aplanospore? Aplanospore means lack of flagella. Flagella absent. And sometimes you simply say that these are the non-motile spore. First of all, we are talking about zoospore. Zoospore means flagella present. It means that simply you can say these are the motile spores. So Chlamydomonas, they are showing zoospore, motile spores also present, as well as there is a presence of the aplanospore, non-motile spores. But you have to remember this condition. Aplanospore कब होगा? When condition unfavorable, right? So when condition is stress condition, when condition is unfavorable, under that condition simply you can say these are the showing they lost the flagella. Flagella is get lost, and that simply condition simply represented by the aplanospore. So a condition के ऊपर dependent. Normally whenever we are talking about most common method, most common mode of asexual mode of reproduction, that is zoospore. Chlamydomonas, these are the motile one. ये most common है. But now what happen? Sometime if condition is unfavorable, condition is stress condition, during that time Chlamydomonas take decision, they just lost their flagella. So that time it is called as the aplanospore, flagella absent, or simply we can say that is non-motile. कब होगा? When condition is unfavorable. Yeah, so this point is clear, everyone? This point is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sure. This point is over, everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, chalo. Now we are talking about next point, life cycle. So these are the showing life cycle, that is haplontic life cycle. These are showing life cycle, that is haplontic life cycle. Haplontic. Okay. So we discussed this part at the end. What is meaning of haplontic, haplodiplontic, and the diplohaplontic? So just wait for the few time. आपको थोड़ा सा याद होगा. Haplontic life cycle means what? Except zygote. Whatever the life cycle stages are there, all that life cycle, these are the haploid in nature. Maximum life cycle, these are the haploid in nature. Such type of this cycle, these are called as the haplontic life cycle. And in case of this fungi, as well as in case of this algae, haplontic life cycle, it's very much common. So Chlamydomonas also, these are the showing the haplontic life cycle. Number second, again these are the showing the zygotic meiosis. Zygotic meiosis. What is meaning of the zygotic meiosis? Zygote immediately undergo the meiosis. Zygotic meiosis. मतलब क्या होगा? For example, there is a presence of two gametes. These are the male gamete and this one the female gamete. Male and the female gamete, they fused with each other, and after the fusion there is a formation of the diploid zygote. This one haploid, right? And now there is a formation of the zygote, that is diploid zygote. Now after some time, that diploid zygote, it is undergo the meiosis process. It's undergo the meiosis, and such type of this meiosis simply it is called as the zygotic meiosis, because zygote undergo the meiosis. Okay, zygote undergo the meiosis. And now what happened? After this meiosis process, there is a formation of the meiospores, product of meiosis, called as the meiospore. So zygote tha, zygote immediately undergo the process of the meiosis, reductional division, and they produce this spore, more specifically called as the meiospore. That's why such type of this meiosis pattern, these are called as the zygotic meiosis. So algae as well as the fungi, both these are the showing zygotic meiosis pattern. Okay, both these are the showing which part? That is zygotic meiosis pattern. Got it? Yeah, so this part is over. Is this any doubt from the haplontic life cycle and the zygotic meiosis? No doubt. Okay, okay, Rishikesh. Should I continue? Sure. Now next point with respect to Chlamydomonas, that is flagella present normally. These are the motile, so definitely we can say flagella present. As well as inside the Chlamydomonas, contractile vacuoles also present. We already covered this, we already discussed this part. It's resemble due to this property, these are resembles to animal because flagella present means motile, resembles to animal. Contractile vacuole means again it is responsible for osmoregulation and the what we say excretion. So again this point it is resembles to animal. So ये point हम पहले discuss कर चुके हैं, but here also we are taking the some part. Chlamydomonas it has the flagella because it's a motile, flagella present, as well as there is a presence of this vacuole, that is contractile vacuole also present, and as well as we are talking about there is a presence of this eye spot. Eye spot also present. So what is meaning of eye spot? Then yeah, so quickly I draw the simple structure for the Chlamydomonas. Very simple structure. Draw a diagram along with me. So this white color, simply we are talking about PM, plasma membrane, right? Now, second thing, whatever we are giving the outermost line, which is represented by this green color, these are called as the apical papilla. Apical papilla. Okay. Apical papilla, nothing but we are talking about, these are the one layer between the cell wall and the plasma membrane. Apical papilla, एक layer present होता है, that is one layer, apical papilla, and this apical papilla basically it is a reach with the protein. More specifically, we are talking about glycoprotein. So this apical papilla, these are rich with glycoprotein. Just remember, एक outermost layer है, which is behave as a cell wall. Okay, cell wall तो definitely present होगा because we are talking about green algae. Cell wall, these are the having the pectin as well as the cellulose layer, that definitely that layer is present. But along with that, we are talking about a very specific layer that is called as the apical papilla, which is a reach with the glycoprotein. And outside this apical papilla, now there is a presence of cell wall. So there is a presence of the cell wall, and now this cell wall made up of the material pectin plus cellulose. Pectin plus cellulose. Okay, chalo. So quickly cover this part. We are talking about three parts out from outer to inner. First one, number one, cell wall. Number second, apical papilla, and the number third, plasma membrane. Done. Done.
Done.
Okay. Now we have to draw nucleus, chloroplast plus pyrenoid. तो हम पहले pyrenoid से start करें. Inside this diagram, यहाँ पे कुछ structure present होगा. Here. Okay. This structure nothing but these are called as the structure of pyrenoid. Can you tell me what is the pyrenoid? We already discussed this point in storage. What is meaning of pyrenoid? What is the function of pyrenoid? Quickly tell me. हमने बोला था need question from this point. Pyrenoid. Starch storing body. Very good. So basically these are the starch storage body. And if you see how many pyrenoids are present, only single pyrenoids are present. Single, only one. Only one pyrenoid is present. And what is the function of the pyrenoid? Starch storage. Got it? Now we have to draw structure of the chloroplast. We just discussed chloroplast का structure कैसे होगा? That chloroplast structure basically these are the cup shape. So we have to draw the cup shape structure of the chloroplast. Can you see the structure? Pyrenoid, it is present inside the chloroplast. Okay, where the pyrenoid is present, it is present inside the chloroplast. और ये जो entire structure है, this one, is called as the cup-shaped chloroplast. ओके, तो ये हो गया हमारा क्लोरोप्लास्ट. कप शेप क्लोरोप्लास्ट. नाउ वी डिस्कस सी. हमने सेल वॉल देखा, एपिकल पैपिला, प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन, chloroplast cup shape, and inside this chloroplast single pyrenoid present, only single starch storage body. Okay, now we have to discuss the nucleus. तो ये जो cavity बना है यहाँ पे, these are the cavity, the forming a cavity. This cavity nothing but we are talking about, these are the nucleus. So I'm writing only N represent for the nucleus. These are the part, nothing but we are talking about nucleus. Okay, 2 point bache, eye spot, and the another one that is flagella. So now near the chloroplast, towards this wall, there is a presence of something, a dark body like structure. We are talking about there is a presence of something, a dark structure. Here. Can you see this structure? Can you see this structure? Wall of chloroplast. Okay, wall of chloroplast. So these structure nothing but these are called as the eye spot. Don't worry, I'll give you time. These are called as the eye spot. And these eye spot, photosensitive structure. Photosensitive means what? They can absorb the light. Definitely, in case of this chlorophyll, Chlamydomonas, it is a part of the green algae. There is a presence of this xanthophyll, keratin present, xanthophyll present. Even there is a presence of this chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B. But along with that, eye spots also present who help for the photosynthesis. So simply you can say these are the photosensitive. Photosensitive point. And photosensitive means what? Definitely they play very important role during the photosynthesis process along with chlorophyll pigments. Got it? So just check the diagram. Cell wall, apical papilla, plasma membrane, nucleus, chloroplast. Inside the chloroplast, single starch storage body is present called as the pyrenoid. On the wall of chloroplast, एक point होगा, but there is a one spot called as the eye spot, and such eye spot photosensitive in nature. And the last point we are talking about flagella, structure of the flagella. Now basically it has the two flagella. So we are giving the 2 point here. One flagella and these are the second flagella. Okay, so these are the two flagella. Flagella, which is represented by this beige color or cream color. Done. Once you finish, then tell me. Okay, Shifa. Shifa, had you got the recorded classes? कल रात का आपको मिला? Because I tried to download, but play नहीं हो रहा है वो. When I upload that, it's something problem. Automatically it gets rejected. Same problem. Yeah, I'll do one thing. Class होने के बाद एक बार मैं try करती हूँ. अगर होगा तो होगा. Okay, Ram, Rishikesh. What about the others? Sakshi is there. Shruti. Okay, Mangesh. Yeah, so this part is over. I'm repeating this point again. We are talking about typical structure of the Chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas, it is a motile, right? Definitely. And now these are the having two flagella. Now flagella, basically what is the characteristic features? Basically it has the eye spot. Eye spot, these are the photosensitive points. Second characteristic feature, cup-shaped chloroplast. Inside the chloroplast, starch storage body, single storage body, that is single pyridoid is present. Now another condition, plasma membrane bhi hoga, apical lamella, apical papilla also present, which is rich with the glycoprotein. Glyco means sugar plus protein, and plus it has the cell wall, and normal cell wall hoga, which is made up of the pectin as well as the cellulose. Got it? This point clear, everyone? Is there any doubt with respect to Chlamydomonas? Yes or no? Okay, done. Chalo, yeah, very good. So now after the Chlamydomonas, we are taking the special condition with respect to Spirogyra. Okay, Spirogyra, also called as the summer alga, because during the summer these are showing the high growth. Yeah. Chalo. Should I raise this point? Okay, Padma. So write down the title. Next special condition, next special alga we are talking about, Spirogyra. Spirogyra. Spirogyra, these are also called as the summer alga. Because growth more during the summer season. So now what happened whenever we are talking about the Spirogyra? Spirogyra basically it is present in fresh water. These are the present in fresh water, right? As well as these are having the filamentous structure. Filamentous unbranched structure. Are present, these filaments are very shiny. Filaments are very shiny. Sometimes, not all. Okay. Sometimes these are the very shiny. And because of this shiny appearance, these are called silk, pond silk. These are called as the pond silk because of this shiny appearance. And now what happened? These shiny appearances And these are called as the basically these are the freshwater filamentous say.
Excuse me,
Okay,
ma'am.
yes. Okay. Sound is breaking. Just wait. Sound is clear now. Sound is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, done. Yeah. So we are talking. Kuch, Alia, Sania, or something. Say something. Oh, okay, okay. So we are talking about that is spirogyra. Filamentous unbranched structure है. Filamentous means what? We discussed diagram. It's having the filament-like structure. Like जैसे हमने nostoc का देखा था, having the filament. Similar type of the filament structures are present, but now sometimes these filaments these are the shiny because see these are the present in fresh water, and because of their shiny water appearance, these are something. Sometimes it is also called as the pond silk. Hera pond silk image. Now we are taking the diagrammatic representation. Along with diagrammatic representation, we discuss about which type of the chloroplast is present because sometimes there is a question asked with respect to shape of chloroplast. जैसे हमने देखा Chlamydomonas cup shape. So उसी तरह से हम देख रहे हैं what kind of the shape present in case of the spiro. Or this filamentous structure. Inside this structure, we have to discuss there is a presence of this cell wall plasma membrane and the large shape central vacuole. So first of all, we draw this structure. Single filament, third filament. These are filament. Yes. So these are the filament structure. Okay. This filament, this outermost layer, simply it is called as the cell wall. And this cell wall simply it is made up of the material that is pectin plus cellulose.
Ma'am, screen is frozen.
No, beta.
Ma'am, screen is
Just
frozen.
wait, okay? Okay, okay. I'll wait, I'll wait.
Yes.
Sound is
Ma'am, your voice is not clear.
okay, Sania. Just wait, I'll change my position. I hope now it's visible. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Sound is clear? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So what we say? We say we are talking about structure of the spirogyra. Spirogyra filamentous structure है. So we have to draw filament. For the simplicity, we just draw the total just 4 filament. Heram. Okay. So first of all, we are talking about cell wall. Cell wall, these are the material made up of the two material. Number one that is pectin, and the number second that is cellulose. Okay, pectin and the cellulose. Now what happens sometime that pectin it can dissolve inside the water because we know that pectin these are the outermost layer which is made up of the polysaccharide. Pectin kya hai? These are the one polysaccharide, right? Made up of the carbohydrate. So now what happens when sometime it is dissolved inside this water, it will be give a slimy sheet. It can be give the slimy layer. So that's why sometime might be possible. These are the very slippery to touch. So I'm writing that information here. So we are talking about cell wall and more specifically we are talking about information about the pectin. Pectin dissolved in water. Pectin dissolved in water. Now what happened? After the dissolving, it formed slimy sheet. sheet, that is layer. Okay, it is formed the slimy sheet. That's why sometimes these are the very slippery to touch. Okay, these are the slippery to touch. And why these are the having this slipperiness? Because of material. That material nothing but pectin material. Got it? Okay, so we are talking about first point with respect to cell wall. Cell wall basically it is made up of the pectin as well as the cellulose. But sometimes what happen? Spirogyra basically these are the present in fresh water. And we feel that is something a slippery. Shiny hoga hi hoga. That's what is called as the pond silk because it has the filament. Filament shiny hai. So definitely these are also called as the pond silk or also called as the princess hair. Alternate name, princess hair. But sometimes what happens? We feel the some slippery because of material, pectin material. Got it? This part is over. Padma, can you see the screen clearly? Padma.
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay, chalo. This part is over. Slippery touch. Now, second structure we are talking about plasma membrane. ये तो हो गया first outermost layer, that is cell wall. Now, immediately we draw further structure plasma membrane. So these are the plasma membrane. Plasma membrane. Plasma membrane. Plasma membrane. Okay. So simply blue color, nothing but we are writing that is PM, plasma membrane. Now another condition, presence of this large vacuole. So large vacuole is central large vacuole. So draw inside the structure presence of this vacuole. So this red color, nothing but we are talking about vacuole. And vacuole, large, present in center. Large plus central. Got it? This part is over.
Yes, done.
Done. Okay. Now here we draw, there is a presence of these, what we say, that is vacuoles are present. Got it? But now in this condition, we are talking about vacuole. Basically, they occupy the maximum space. So where nucleus is present? In case of this Spirogyra, nucleus present inside the vacuole. So just check the changes. हम क्या कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे? We are taking the second diagram. Now at the center here, there is a presence of nucleus inside this vacuole. Okay, so we are talking about there is a presence of nucleus. And what is the position of this nucleus? Nucleus present inside the vacuole. Inside the vacuole. If you want, you can draw in all. If you don't want, you can draw only just one. That's it. एक ही cell के अंदर दिखाना. No need to draw each and every diagram because we have to just want to mention where the exactly position. So where the nucleus is present. Normally in case of plant, what happened? What we say? Definitely vacuole they occupy the maximum volume. So that's why nucleus is are shifted one side. It is present towards this periphery. But in case of this Spirogyra, vacuole basically these are the large and they occupy the maximum area. Central large vacuoles are present. And that's why where the nucleus is located, nucleus located inside the vacuole. Got it? This point is clear, everyone? Yes or no? Okay, yes. Now, second question with respect to chloroplast. Okay, chloroplast basically in this scenario, these are the ribbon shaped chloroplast. So I'm taking the third diagram because see, first what we say that is first entire cell. I'll explain the cell wall, plasma membrane, and the vacuole. In second condition, we explain the nucleus. But all this condition, all this diagram present in a single cell. Nucleus यहाँ पे भी present होगा. Here also nucleus are present, but I don't want to create a complication. That's why I'm taking the single cell to explain the different parts. So now in this condition, we are talking about there is a presence of this large vacuole as well as there is a presence of this plasma membrane is there, nucleus also there. Now what happened? We are talking about where the chloroplast is located. Chloroplast कहाँ पे होगा? Around the area of that vacuole, जहाँ पे भी area present है vacuole का, that area of the vacuole surrounding that area, these are the covered with the chloroplast, which is a ribbon shape. So we are talking about surrounding this area, vacuole area, surrounding this area, these are the covered with the ribbon shape. So this green color, nothing but these are the chloroplast. And what is the shape of the chloroplast? Ribbon shape. Chlamydomonas, cup shape. Spirogyra, ribbon shape. Okay, ribbon shape chloroplast are present. And now what happened on this ribbon shape chloroplast? Several pyrenoids are present. So on this structure everywhere, there is a presence of the typical structure, that is pyrenoids. Number several pyrenoids, starch storage body. So for the simplicity, what I do, I'll remove the chloroplast from the cell and just I try to tell you किस तरह से structure दिखाई देगा. Okay. So now chloroplast basically ribbon shape means it is look like this. इस तरह से होगा. That is a ribbon shaped chloroplast. Okay. And on that chloroplast, several starch storage body, that is pyrenoids are present. Pyrenoid. So this white color nothing but it's represent starch storage body, that is pyrenoid. Okay. So if you create any confusion, please draw outside also. Chloroplast ribbon shape hai, and on chloroplast at several places starch storage body, that is pyrenoids are present. Okay. Done. Once you finish the diagram, please tell me. Diagram part is over. Done. Okay, Tanmay. Okay, Mangesh. Chalo. So this diagram part is done. Just quickly check. We are talking about Spirogyra, filamentous freshwater unbranched alga hai, and it will be having the shiny appearance. Filament basically these are the shiny. That's why sometimes it is also called as the pond silk. It has the cell wall. And inside the cell wall, pectin cellulose is present. Sometimes what happened that pectin, it is dissolved in water and now they form a slippery to touch. It forms a slimy sheet. Now large central vacuole is present. Inside the vacuole nucleus is present. And whenever we are talking about chloroplast basically these are the ribbon shape, and on chloroplast several pyrenoids, that is starch storage bodies are present. Got it? This point is clear, everyone? Okay, chalo. Now next part we are talking about with respect to reproduction, fragmentation, asexual as well as the sexual. Spirogyra ke continue kare, okay? So we are talking about next part with respect to vegetative reproduction. Vegetative reproduction. And under the vegetative reproduction, we are taking the example which is the most common in case of this Spirogyra. Vegetative reproduction, these are the most common method. And under this point, you have to just mention that is fragmentation, because see, Spirogyra has the fragmented body, filamentous body. So definitely, if body is filamentous, ultimately it will be showing the fragmentation. Okay, first point with respect to reproduction, vegetative reproduction, more specific fragmentation. Number second, asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction. Normally what happens whenever we are talking about green algae, maximum green algae, these are the motile, maximum. And if we are talking the motile, it means that it has the motile spore, and motile spore, these are called as the zoospore. But remember this condition, Spirogyra, these are the exception case. Exception case, okay? These are the one exception case where zoospore structures are absent. And why zoospore is absent? Because Spirogyra, these are the typical structure who lack the flagella. Flagella also absent. Got it? So Spirogyra, these are the one exception case for the green algae where we just discussed. If you are talking about green algae, it has the zoospore. Motile spores are present. But exception case with respect to Spirogyra, zoospore structure is absent. And why zoospore is absent? Because flagella also absent. So that's why you can say as the exception case with respect to Spirogyra, because it's lack the flagella. Got it? This point is clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. So actually there is another part, echinate structure is present. Echinate, but we are not taking that part because it's out of syllabus. So just remember which is exception case, zoospore structure are absent. And the last point, number third, sexual mode of reproduction. Sexual mode of reproduction. Very much common under the sexual mode of reproduction. We are taking the first point in conjugation. I hope you remember we already discussed conjugation. Basically, these are the mostly common, mostly present in case of bacteria, kingdom Monera. Even we already discussed conjugation fungi. Can you tell me who is the conjugation fungi out of 5 classes? Oomycetes, Hygromycetes, Diplomycetes, Asco, Basidio. Which fungi we said conjugation fungi?
Zygomycetes.
Zygomycetes, very good. So zygomycetes, these are called as the conjugation fungi. So here under the Spirogyra, we are talking about the process of conjugation, which is come under the sexual reproduction. Okay, so conjugation. So now simply I'm taking the diagrammatic representation, how these are the showing the conjugation process. Chalo. So we just discussed it has the filamentous structure. Filamentous structure hoga. So for example, these are the one filament, multicellular. So it is, for example, these are the 1, 2, 3, 4 filaments are present. And now there is another filaments are present. Again, it has the multicellular structure. Okay. Just imagine in this both filament, basically it is represent as a male and the female. So for example, these are the male and now these are the female. Now what happened? Filaments showing extension. Male filament more specifically. Okay. So I'm talking about some information that is male gametes or that male filament showing extension. Showing extension and form conjugation tube. And formed conjugation tube. So I hope you remember we already discussed conjugation tube means basically these are the one part, these are the one bridge. So easily from one to another it can easily transfer. So whatever we are talking about, these are the filament. Okay. So ye bhi haploid filament, these are the also haploid filament. Filament, these are the one filament that is male filament and the another one that is female filament. Inside this filament, now we are talking about there's the presence of this gamete. So suppose यहाँ पे gamete present है, which is a haploid in nature, and here also there is a presence of this gamete, which is haploid in nature. Okay, so simply we are representing this white color. These are the nothing but we are talking about gametes. Gamete, respective. If we are talking about male filament means male gamete. If we are talking about female filament means female gamete. Okay, so now simply remember this point. We are talking about filament. Filament is the haploid in nature. Filament basically it has the multicellular, and inside one cell there is a presence of the male gamete and the female gamete. And remember this point. Now whenever we are talking about such type of this gamete, they lack the flagella, right? Gametes are present, but now whatever we are talking about male as well as the female gamete, all these gamete they lack the flagella. Flagella absent है. Flagella are absent. That's why we required conjugation process. अगर flagella present होता, so easily that male gamete, these are the showing movement towards this female gamete. But why we are showing the conjugation process? Because in this scenario, this condition, conjugation process is preferred because these are the non-motile gamete. Because flagella, these are the absent. So first condition क्या हुआ? We are talking about scenario. What is the condition? Two filaments are present. Multicellular filament. Those are haploid in nature. Inside the filament, single cell are present. One cell, for example, if we are talking about these are the first filament who has the male gamete, second filament who having the female gamete. Now, second scenario, what happened? Formation of the conjugation tube. So change कैसे होगा देखो diagram. Okay. Now between these two filament, haploid, ये male है, and now these are the female. Now between these two filament, there is a formation of something a conjugation tube-like structure. So now what happened? Between this cell, there is a formation of conjugation tube-like structure like this, which is represented by this green color. Color change करते हैं better. This one. Can you see the changes? What is happening here? There is a presence of this one gamete, that is a male gamete, and another one that is female gamete. And between that filament, they are showing the fusion, and which is represented by this color. This nothing but we are talking about. These are the tube, nothing but conjugation tube. Simply what happened? Movement of male gamete towards this female gamete. So in this scenario, male gamete move towards female gamete, because both these are the non-motile. But how this movement is preferred? This movement is preferred possible due to conjugation tube. Movement of a male gamete move towards this female gamete with the help of conjugation tube. With the help of the conjugation tube. This point is clear, everyone? This point is clear. Two diagram, how do you understand this point? Amal, Sanvi, just check the changes, what is going on. Two filament, haploid filament, formation of the conjugation tube. Both gametes, these are the non-motile. Male gamete take a chance. Now through the conjugation tube, we start showing the movement towards this female gamete. So now what happened? Third stage fusion hoga, and after the fusion, there is a formation of the zygote. So just see what will be happen. As it is, gamete is present here. That is male gamete. But female gamete, it has some changes. What kind of the changes? Now it has a structure, fusion, and that structure nothing but these are called as the zygote after the fusion. And zygote, definitely these are the diploid in nature. And why we are saying diploid? Because after the fusion, after the movement of that male gamete, यहाँ पे process होगा reproduction, fusion of gametes. One steps can be carried out here, that is fusion of gametes, and due to that fusion, now finally we obtain a typical structure, that is diploid zygote. So within 3 steps, we try to understand conjugation process in case of the Spirogyra, because Spirogyra, these are the filamentous. Definitely we just discussed zoospore structure is absent, right? Zoospore absent, मतलब motile spore से absent. So now how they are showing the fusion? So definitely another way, that is conjugation. Filaments of Spirogyra, they fused with each other. Fusion means they form a conjugation tube between 2 filaments, and easily male gamete, which is a non-motile, easily transfer towards this female gamete. And now what happened? Whatever the female filament is present, that female filament, it is consist of the typical structure, that is zygote structure. Second scenario, what happened? Once zygote structure is formed, now that zygote structure, it is released from female filament, release होगा, right? Wall break करेगा, cell wall break, plasma membrane break, and whatever the zygote structure, it is get released. And now what happened? Once it is get released, now it is undergo the process of germination, and it is capable, and again it is immediately it is undergo the process of the meiosis. After the meiosis, each and every new filaments get formed, new spores get formed. Simple. Done. Okay. I just want just 2 minutes, because एक हमने part देखा under the sexual reproduction, that is conjugation. When we are talking about conjugation, when male gametes, these are the non-motile. Okay. Yash, this gamete nothing but these are the one type of the spores. अभी देखो zygote बना, zygote undergo the zygotic meiosis. What will form? It form the spores, right? Spores undergo the germination. Spores undergo the germination to form the gametophytic body. From gametophytic body, development of gamete. That's why that gamete get produced. Remember, zygote, zygotic meiosis, spores, spore undergo germination, form gametophyte, then form gamete, gamete fusion. After the fusion, zygote, again meiosis, zygotic meiosis, spores, then gametophytic body, gamete produce, gamete fusion, zygote. इस तरह से साइकिल चलेगा. Don't worry, when we talk about the haplontic life cycle, ना हम वहाँ पे discuss करेंगे how that gamete get formed, because it is related to haplontic life cycle. चलो, so these are the all about the first type with respect to conjugation. I just want 2 minutes to explain second method under the sexual mode of reproduction, that is unisogamous. Unisogamous, and unisogamous, at that point you have to remember, male gamete, it should be motile. Male gamete should be motile, and female gamete should be non-motile. Should be non-motile. So 2 types of reproduction is present. Number 1, conjugation, and the number 2, unisogamous. And in case of why we are saying the unisogamous? Because clearly we mentioned that is there is a change. There is a change with respect to movement. Male gamete motile hai, female gamete these are the non-motile. Okay. So these are the again 2 types of this method which is present in case of condition, in case of Spirogyra. I'm repeating this point again. In case of the Spirogyra, vegetative reproduction, only fragmentation. Sexual mode of reproduction, flagella structure, it is totally absent. That's why zoospore structure also absent. Under the sexual mode of reproduction, First method होगा conjugation. When you are performing the conjugation, when male and the female both days are the non-motile. That time एक chance हमें लेना है conjugation. Second scenario, if under the Spirogyra, अगर male gamete motile है, one gamete is motile and the another gamete, that is female gamete is non-motile. That time Spirogyra take decision to carry out anisogamous condition. Got it? This point is clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure,
Yes, ma'am.
this point is clear. Okay, very good. So all these are the all information about the Spirogyra. Got it? Yeah. Chalo. So next class we discuss about the Eleutherics, and immediately we start with the next division, or what we say, next explanation with respect to true amphibian plants, Bryophyta. थोड़ा सा पार्ट बचा है. We'll continue next class. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yash का क्या क्वेश्चन है? हाँ, यश, आई एम रीडिंग दैट क्वेश्चन. वेट बेटा. A planospore कहाँ गया? Yeah, A planospores are present in the Spirogyra, or sexual reproduction is present. See, sexual reproduction is present. Asexual mode of reproduction is present, but now what happened? They don't have motile spore. They don't have motile spore. So which part is present? Under the asexual mode of reproduction. Okay, that is actually the extra part. That's why I'm not giving this part. When we are talking about this asexual mode of reproduction, there is a presence of this akinete form, akinete structure. Akinete formation is present with respect to Spirogyra. But यहाँ से question नहीं आता. No need to remember. Got it? Asexual mode of reproduction present, but motile spores are absent. That's why we can say A planospore. Got it, Yash? A planospore present, even asexual mode of reproduction also present. Okay, chalo. Thank you so much. Yeah, bye bye. Happy lunch.
Bye, ma'am.